right, so we got how many custodians died during the Horus heresy? My. I mean, I imagine a big number times 64. Let's go to it. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Road to 10,000 subscribers. Let's go.
G'day guys and gal. Custodians are the pinnacle of mankind's warriors. They're perfect in nearly every way. Their speed, durability, intelligence, willpower, and loyalty is unmatched, with even condescending dicks from the other races revealed.
Listen, here's what I would say. And listen, y'all know me. I'm gonna keep it real for what it is, y'all. The Custodes, at first, because I did call these guys like the Custodians or whatever. I'm gonna just keep it real for what it is, y'all. Their armor, bro, is superb. As a matter of fact, I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but I actually got like a whole Custodes outfit in my closet right there. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like it's really a risk telling y'all this because, bro, like these things on eBay go for like $1 million plus. So, you know, if I do make any transactions, you know, it gotta be private, bro. Like no presidential-ish. Like for real, bro. Like honestly, like I just feel like bro, no wonder like a lot of people in like this Warhammer, like, you know, hobby space or whatever, no wonder they're all broke. You know, no wonder all these guys are like, you know, and I don't want to be like, you know, mean or nothing like that, but like no wonder like all you guys are like in debt and stuff like that, bro. Yo, Warhammer Gamesworkshop be taxing y'all, bro. Yo, I saw the prices on eBay about like these little toys or whatever. Bro, they got y'all pulling out PPP loans, bro, just to pay for stuff like this. Ridiculous.
Fearing them. Many people think they are actually unkillable, with the Imperium even having an unofficial policy to automatically declare a war zone an Imperial victory if the Custodians arrive in force, which to be fair has been a pretty solid policy. However, an absolute shitload of Custodians died during the Horus heresy, to a point where they nearly became extinct. It was extremely jarring, nigh unkillable warriors mowed down in their thousands until only a handful remained by the end. But how many exactly did die? More specifically, how many died in each specific engagement they fought in during the Horus heresy? Before we get started, it's been a while since I've spoken about dice dioramas, but
hey, shout out to our boy Majorkill and his dice diorama or whatever. Shout out to that. Let's get right to it, man. We're trying to see how many people was dead. 1 second. All right, let's go.
prior to the Horus heresy, the Custodians were seen as nigh unkillable. When the Emperor attacked the Orcs on
Hold up. Yo, hold up. I ain't never get this edition. Now, y'all know me, man. Pockets hella heavy, you know, from like the little road trader stuff like that. Yo, where can I get this at, yo? And I know, and listen, a lot of y'all be gatekeepers. I see what y'all be doing, bro. No wonder like y'all be like, and I don't want to be meaner like that, but bro, like no wonder like y'all friends don't like y'all. Y'all be gatekeeping heavy, bro. Yeah. See, y'all know where all the plugs is and everything, but y'all refuse to tell me. Don't worry. See, I already found them. See, I don't need people to comment. Oh, comment down below. You know, what's a plug? You know, what's a place where I can get like a lot of these like, you know, figures and stuff for the low price. I don't need to do that no more. I don't. Yo, I found the plug already. Yeah, I already found the plug already. Y'all be gatekeeping, bro. Bad. Gatekeeping heavy for no reason. Yo, I could be the nicest guy in the world, bro. I could have saved your family from a forest fire. Yo, you still not gonna give me the plug, but it's okay. Don't worry, cause I found it already. But listen. Real life though, I do need a little help. Yo, so like, what do I search up? Cause I'm gonna be honest with you, like I could search up like Custodes blue version, but like, yo, somebody let me know where I can, you know, get this type of figure, yo.
All in all, with a host of Custodians against millions of Orcs, only 3 Custodians died. When a small squad of Custodians faced off against millions of Tyranids, including the Swarm Lord, 1 Custodian managed to survive and they actually were victorious. So it takes a lot to bring these boys down, especially when the writers finally start agreeing on how powerful a Custodian is supposed to be. When the Great Crusade ended, the Emperor went back to Terra and began work on the Webway Project, his permanent solution to defeating Chaos. The Emperor wanted to keep this project secret so that not only would Chaos not be entirely aware of it, spoiler, they became aware of it pretty quickly, but also keep it.
Like, I'm about to say, like, bro, like, this is Warhammer. There ain't no keeping secrets. Bro, every time that and listen, every time that I hear about, like, this secret thing in Warhammer or, you know, this faction tried to keep these secrets, you know, underneath the table, bro, like, y'all are like a bunch of schoolgirls, bro. The secret will be, like, it'll be out in 2 seconds. Like, what are we, like, bro, y'all gossip like girls. Like, bro, like, for real, like, Warhammer, I don't know what it is, like, for a setting that has a bunch of strong, like, manly men, bro, y'all be like gossiping and sharing secrets like women, bro. Like, it's crazy. It's really diabolical, to be honest with you, bro. Sharing secrets, bro, is crazy work, bro. That's like middle school behavior, bro. That's like, bro, that's like a mom group chat behavior, bro. Like, what are we talking about? There is no like, oh, we gotta keep this on the down low or on the hush. On the hush, brother. We're gonna find out in 2 hours. What are we talking about?
From the prying eyes of powerful Imperial sub-factions who would see the project ruined. For example, the Navigator houses, who were insanely powerful but would become obsolete if the Webway project succeeded. As such, the Emperor only allowed hand-picked mechanic enforcers to help him, as well as his Custodian Guard and Sisters of Silence, who were utterly loyal and incorruptible. He did not allow any Space Marines to be involved. There are also a few dozen to about 100 Custodians out in the galaxy at this time, either watching over Lorgar or providing aid and advice to other Primarchs, or just running their own missions. But the
my bad. Yo, if my fan was loud, my bad, y'all.
Majority of them were on Terra helping with the project. Now, many of these Custodians out in the galaxy would die, either through attrition of the Great Crusade or just straight up killed, like the ones watching over Lorgar. But since there were 10,000 of them total, that isn't a big deal. However, the real kick to the balls would happen when Magnus breached the wards of the Webway, allowing an endless tide of demons to assault the Emperor's Webway project. The Emperor had to split the Custodians up. He sent Valdor and about 1,000 Custodians, with a few thousand Sisters of Silence, to Prospero with Leman to retrieve Magnus. The remaining 9,000 or so Custodians and Sisters of Silence, we don't really know how many, they were always very hush-hush on actual sister numbers, were tasked with holding the Webway. Not many Custodians died during the burning of Prospero. See, Custodians are naturally resilient to psycho powers and entirely immune when there are sisters present, so the Thousand Sons had lost their greatest asset. Because the Thousand Sons relied so heavily on their use of the warp as their weapon, they were known to be pretty fucking shit when it came to actual physical combat. When 6,000 elite Thousand Sons, saying that kind of melts my brain a bit, attacked 500 Custodians led by Valdor and supported by 2 Vigils of Sisters, all 6,000 Thousand Sons were slaughtered. The kill ratio was like 1 Custodian dead for between 24 to 48,000 Sons killed in return. However, the Thousand Sons were suicide charging at the Sisters of Silence, as they knew that if they killed the Sisters, they would regain their power and stand somewhat of a chance. So in this engagement, only a few dozen Custodians died, but around 500 Sisters of Silence were killed, at the cost of the entire Thousand Sun force, 6,000 Marines. This kill ratio was repeated throughout the rest of the battle, Custodians dying here or there, taking shitloads of Thousand Sons with them. Overall, I would say that Valdor lost around 100 Custodians, definitely less than 200 during the fall of Prospero. The war in the Webway was a different story. See, it wasn't like 9,000 Custodians versus 1 million demons, it was 9,000 Custodians versus infinite demons. Even still, at the start of the war, the Custodians were actually regularly counterattacking, retaking ground, pushing back the demonic tide. The Emperor, who loathed to sacrifice even a single Custodian, was allowing them to die in droves to retake ground in the hope that the Webway could be secured and the breach sealed. If the breach could be sealed, all could be restored. If not, all would be lost. However, after years of war, even if the kill ratio was 1 Custodian to 1,000 demons, was still slowly losing. Their numbers could not be replenished, whilst the demons could. It got even more complicated when the Traitor Legions figured out how to use
So basically, bro, these dudes basically like playing zombie mode from Call of Duty. Like, bro, what made y'all think, like, yo. Now, I understand, bro, the Custodians, bro, they taking out hundreds, and I'm talking thousands, and I'm talking millions, and five. The Custodians, bro, they're going out, bro, they're taking out 23,000 people all in unison at once. What makes y'all think, if I'm a Custodian, right, let's say, for instance, I'm just swinging, I take out, like, 10 guys in, like, 10 seconds or whatever, like, I'm just going crazy, right? I'm taking out demon after demon after demon after demon. Right, I'm just going absolutely insane. So nobody jumped up and was like, I'm pretty sure, if I just check, let me hold the button down. Let me check the scoreboard real quick. Okay, wait, I got 50,000 kills. My bro Alvin over there, he got like 60,000 demon kills. The Emperor, he got like what, 1.1 million demon kills. Let me see. Tony got 20,000. Yo, Tony, get your kills up. Let me see. Jared got 87,000. He going crazy. Okay. Let me see. Taylor going stupid. As a matter of fact, he just activated double XP weekend. He got like 144 demon kills. Oh, we all going crazy. So you telling me that nobody was like, I wonder when this is gonna end. Yo, no lie, if I took out 50,000 demons, whatever, and I fly up like these, and I'm just ore farming, but I fly up like these, and I look ahead of everything, and there's demons still coming out of the woodwork, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro, I'm turning around and I'm running like Prime Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. What are we talking about? At this point, I'm just doing this for exercise. There's like no, this is like playing basketball, but like there's not like a score limit or like a shot clock. or like a time clock. You're just playing hoops just to play hoops. Like, you can't even stop if you wanted to. Like, what was the point? Like, bro, they're basically playing Call of Duty Zombies. Y'all know, like, in Zombies, how you can go up to, like, you know, wave 40 or 100 or whatever and still keep going? That's basically what it was. Now, again, y'all know me. See, I'm so skillful at what I did. Like, and maybe it's just me, y'all, and I don't ever want to disrespect, you know, the Custodians or the Emperor or the Sisters of Battle or Silence or whatever they're called. I don't ever want to disrespect nobody, y'all, but I'm just keep it real for what it is. Maybe this is just me, y'all, but if I was a Warhammer and I saw like a million demons come running at me at once, y'all, no lie, bro, it's going to take me at least, all right, I'm lying. I was about to say 5 minutes. It would take me at least about 10 to 15 minutes, you know, to take out all a million demons, you know. But maybe that's just me and my aura and my skill and my expertise, you know. Maybe that's just how I, you know, just clean things up. Maybe that's just because, like, I'm just so good at what I do. Like, you know, I don't want to ruin the fun for everybody. So, like, I'll kind of, like, you know, like, dampen my aura and my power, you know. Like, I don't want to, like, you know, really overshine the masses, if you get what I'm saying, you know. But at the same time, let's really keep it real for what it is, bro. Like, yo, if I took out, like, a million demons and I still fly up, you know, just trying to aura farm, and I soar up like these, and I see there's like that there's like 22 million like more coming at me, I'm not gonna lie to you. What's the point? At that point, yo, where's my reward? Yo, where's my prize at? Where's my reward? Where's my where's my prize at, yo? I just took out a million of these bums. Where's my how do I put it? Where's my money? Where's my money? Yo, where's my moolah at? Yo, where's my prize at? I just went crazy. I just took out a million people, a million demons. Where's my prize at? You telling me that you telling me that these guys are fighting for free? They're taking out millions upon millions and millions of demons. And there's still more coming? Hey, they're better than me, yo. No lie. Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. If I took out a million demons, yo, and I fly up and I see that there's more, no lie, I'm turning around. I'm walking up to the Emperor, bro. I'm legit being like, yo, and you wanted me to take out these guys? And before he even gets a word out, bro, I'm sorry, bro. I'll be like, yo, I'm sorry, my Emperor, bro, but it was just out of habit, and I'm gonna just walk away. Like, he not gonna do nothing to me after I slapped him, for real.
The breach to deposit their own space marines in the Webway, alongside traitor Titan legions. One by one, the tribunes, the custodian commanders, were killed, until only Ra Endymion remained. To make matters worse, Draknian, the ender of empires and one of the most powerful demons in existence, also entered the Webway and was able to kill custodians like cannon fodder, one-shotting them and shredding them apart. By this late stage of the war in the Webway, around 80% of the custodians and sisters in the Webway had been killed. However, you have to remember that Valdor didn't actually take part in this. Likely his 800 or 900 odd custodians didn't either. So it's more like 80% of 9,000 died, not 80% of 10,000. At this point, the Webway was declared lost and Ra led a fighting retreat, during which many more custodians died. By the time they had fallen back and the Emperor came to save them, the lore specifically says 9 out of 10 custodians in the Webway had been killed. So there was about 900 surviving custodians, plus the 900 or so of Valdor's own who weren't in the Webway. So almost 2,000 custodians.
So Emperor, so you just gonna see, this is what I'm saying. I could never have the Emperor as like a security or whatever. I can never have that. Yo, I'm sorry, bro. Respectfully, I can never have that bum as a security. So you telling me that, like, this man sat back and was looking, and, like, even though his custodians was putting in work, they were still going out bad? You telling me that this man sat back and was like, all right, well, yeah, they got it. Yo, this man was in the middle of a sandwich bite. His phone was blowing up, bro. He picked up his phone. He had like 100 missed calls. All you see is Custodians number 1, Custodians number 200, Custodians number 275. He trying to call him back, bro. All you hear in the voicemail is, Emperor, we need you. Bro, this man's in the middle of a sandwich bite listening to the voicemails, bro, of his whole team getting absolutely obliterated, bro. Now, again, if it was me, bro, I ain't calling the Emperor. No lie, bro. Like, see, I would call Vulcan, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, Vulcan, he's chilling right now. Like, I don't even want to, like, disturb his peace. Like, he knows how powerful and strong that I am, so he knows that I wouldn't need to call him. But if I really did need to call him, you know, he'll be on his way, you know? Like, so, I don't know, bro. I could never rely on the Emperor as, like, somebody that, you know, to help me out, especially in this situation right here, bro. For real, bro, I'll just turn Super Saiyan and just go crazy on everybody.
Custodians were alive for the Siege of Terra. That sounds like a decent amount. However, most of them stayed within the Inner Palace, with a few hundred being distributed amongst the defenders. The Inner Palace also got invested with demonic invasions, so those Custodians weren't just idling, they were very busy. The lore does show some Custodians dying during the siege, but not that many. I would say a few hundred, as they were never really massed together and sent out together to die against the great foe. When the Emperor invaded the Vengeful Spirit, alongside Valdor, Rogal, and Sanguinius, he brought around 170 Custodians. 70 were his personal Heteron guard. The other 100 were handpicked by Valdor. Of the Emperor's 70, none would survive. Most would die as soon as the Emperor arrived, their bodies puppeted by Chaos and Mercy killed by the Emperor. Another 20 would be killed by the Chaos Onslaught, slowing the Emperor down. The remaining 8 would be turned into Super Saiyans by the Emperor as he possessed them each and turned them into a glowing demigod. However, all 8 of these would also die, mostly from the Emperor's.
Hey. See, and I know a lot of y'all always rather be like, well, no, I'm for the Emperor. I'm gonna put my life in it. Dummy. You foolish, ain't you? You a fool. Did you just hear what he? Yeah, let's run it back what he just said, because I know a lot of y'all like, oh, for the Emperor. Really? For real? Okay.
Onslaught, slowing the Emperor down. Listen. The remaining 8 would be turned into Super Saiyans by the Emperor as the Emperor arrived, their bodies puppeted by Chaos. 70 were his personal Heteron guard. The other 100 were handpicked by Valdor. Of the Emperor's 70, none would survive. Most would die as soon as by the Emperor. Another 20 would be killed by the Chaos Onslaught, slowing the Emperor down. The remaining 8 would be turned into Super Saiyans by the Emperor as he possessed them each and turned them into a glowing demigod. However, all 8 of these would also die. Most
dead. Skadoosed. Gone. Finished. Finito. Dead and gone. I've been traveling on this road too long. Just trying to find my way back home. Dead, bro. And here's the thing. You know what's so crazy about this whole situation? Yo, what if they were just like chilling, just in the Imperium mansion? What if they're all just chilling, you know? Oh, bro, like, who want to play cards? Like, oh, let's play dominoes, though. Let's play Uno. Yo, they having a gaming, like, Friday fun night or whatever, bro. All of a sudden, the Emperor's like, yo, everybody, come suit up. Come on, we gotta go. We gotta go help. we gotta go help everybody else. But wait, you just said that they had it though. No, they don't got it. Most of them's dead. Come on, y'all. Come on, yo. Listen. I need my personal 70. Come on, man. I need my 70. Come on, yo, 70. Woo woo. Come here. Let's go. Yo, if I'm one of the 70 Custodians, if I'm one of the Emperor's like personal like favorite, Custodians or whatever. Yo, and we get to the battlefield, and I see Marlon dead. I see Troy dead. I see Mario dead. I see Alan dead. I see Chase gone. Yo, I see Cassius obliterated. Like, bro, if I'm seeing all my friends just laid out, just discombobulated, you think I'm not? Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm going away. I dare the Emperor say something to me. Yo, maybe it's just me, but I dare he say something to me. I dare him look at me and be like, oh, how dare you leave? Man, how dare you let your mans die? How dare you let them die? How about you take some of that frustration that you got towards me onto them? Because I'm not about to die for you, bro. Respectfully. Yo, I'm telling it to the Emperor to his face. And if the Emperor raises his voice at me, bro, I'm just going to walk up to the Emperor like these, bro. No lie. Like, this is all the truth, y'all. This is what I would do. Y'all, I'm legit walking up to the Emperor like these, bro. What you want me to do, bro? I want you to. Oh, bro, I'm gonna grab a shirt up like these, bro. What you want me to do? I'm gonna ask him again. What you want me to do? Nothing, bro. And I'm gonna drop his shirt. I'm gonna walk away, bro, and I'm gonna go back to the mansion, to the Imperial mansion. No lie, bro. Seriously, y'all. That's what I would do, for real. Like, and I'm not even like, I'm not even trying to be tough or whatever, y'all. But that's just like, that's literally what I would do, like, for real, y'all. Like, seriously, like, so.
From the Emperor ascending to become the Dark King and accidentally destroying them with his aura. The only Custodian to survive that would then be killed by Horus. Valdor was likewise assaulted by an endless swarm of demons. And then after that, a huge force of elite Wordbearers and Sons of Horus Terminators. By the time he had fought through to the Sons of Horus, he only had 30 Custodians left, who were then killed one by one until almost none remained. So out of the 170 Custodians that came with the Emperor and Valdor, pretty much all of them were killed. So with the Great Crusade attrition, the losses during the fall of Prospero, the losses during the war in the Webway, the losses during the Siege of Terra, and the losses during the assault on the Vengeful Spirit, I would say comfortably that the Custodian Guard lost between 9,000 and 9,500 of its number. The biggest loss by far was the war in the Webway, where around 8,000 to 8,200 Custodians were killed, while the most deadly day for the Custodians was the assault on the Vengeful Spirit, where they lost around 150 of their most elite in the span of a couple hours.
Yo, I can never, bruh. I'm sorry. I'm out of here, bro. I'm not down for nobody, bro. Yo, y'all can scream from the masses for the Emperor! Yay! For the Emperor! Oh my God! For the Emperor! Yeah, that's cool and all. Yeah. Great, like I'm not I'm not dying for the Emperor. I'm not doing that. No. That's you. Nah, that's not
Custodians
me.
losing 90% of their numbers during the heresy is generally what GW seems to go off and reference. It also still allows the Custodians enough strength to properly rebuild and still be a respected force in the Imperium. And rebuild they would, as in the current setting, at least just before the Khorne.
Damn, they went through a rebuilding phase like the NBA team. Oh my goodness. Went through a rebuilding phase like a sports team. Man, yo, Emperor, I'm gonna be honest, bro, you sold. You should have gave that whole process to me. Come on, man.
Assault at the Lion's Gate, they would be restored to their full 10,000 strength. They managed this as although the Emperor created the original Custodians, he eventually got too busy and instead trained families of people in a hidden extremely secure lab to create the rest. These families would be born, raised, live and die in this special, mysterious Custodian factory. So hopefully that clears up Custodian recruitment, as I know a lot of the fandom thinks only the Emperor can make new Custodians, thus we're confused. As another fun fact, there are actually some Custodians still alive in the current setting who were also around during the Horus Heresy. If you enjoyed the video and you want to support the channel, then join.
Boy, man, Majorkill, man, for this video. Make sure you guys go check him out. And also, man, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We're dropping videos every single day, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm actually waiting for that Battlefield 6 open beta 2, so I can actually play some of that for you guys on this YouTube channel on Thursday, man. I'm actually really excited for that open beta, the second open beta. Other than that, man, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel. Road to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And I'm gonna see you guys later for some out. Bye, everyone.